ドジャース専属の地元放送局、スポーツネット LA でリポーターを務めるクリステン・ワトソンさんが、東京ダイアリーを投稿し、話題になっています。ワトソンさんは、渋谷のスクランブル交差点で笑顔を見せるショットや、鏡越しの自撮り写真、さらに体験型アート施設、チームラボプラネッツを訪れた時の様子などをアップしていました。そんなワトソンさんですが、アメリカのメディアのインタビューで、ドジャースの現状について語る場面がありましたので、日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
And as we go around the table, obviously, Kirsten, we have to start with the Dodgers because they have the crown on their heads right now. But those are big expectations. They won the Roki Sasaki sweepstakes. You're on the heels of Ohtani. He could be back on the mound again. How do they handle all this? Take us inside camp.
Yeah, well, first I should just say the energy in camp has been electric. Obviously, this is a team coming off of winning the World Series or coming off of a very exciting offseason, whether it's been trades, acquisitions, signings, things like that. So there was a lot of excitement coming into this year. There was also a lot of guys who were battling injuries late in the year. So whether it was surgery for someone like Shohei Ohtani on that rotator cuff, Freddie Freeman having to have ankle surgery. So guys were still kind of working their way back to full health, but it had to be at a little bit of a faster pace just because, again, this year is opening earlier for the Dodgers in Tokyo with that series over there. It's been excitement. It's been kind of focus, lock in. Mookie Betts has showed up excellent, now moving full time to that shortstop position. So everyone's in a really good spot, but they know that, yes, there is a target on their back, but they want it. I think they want to repeat more than ever. And you can feel it just around Camelback Ranch and the clubhouse, how the guys go about their business every single day.
Tip of the cap. Shohei. I mean, he has become we already knew he was global, but then when we found out a few days ago that his skin was going to be available in Fortnite, are you kidding? I think it's coming out on March 17th on Monday. Dude, I know you're a Fortnite guy, aren't you?
I can't wait. I don't even have an account because I just play on my kids. Like, I will create an account to get this. Like, this is amazing. Both my kids are going to get it. I actually texted his agent, my former agent, Nez, and I was like, dude, this is perfect because this not only showcases what kind of star he truly is, because this is reserved for, like Messi and like LeBron. Like, this transcends baseball. So I said, one, it's really cool, but I think it's going to propel him even further. I think this is going to be one of the most popular skins, and that's big business, Chris. Let me tell you something. I'm learning. My pockets are getting lighter and lighter because these dang skins are big business on Fortnite.
I know, and that's just part of the problem with being a parent is that you give your credit card and they poke it in.
Dude, they just drain it.
I know, and all of a sudden,
slow leak.
Yeah, you look at your credit card statement, you're like, somebody been going skinning? Yeah, I know.
And the problem is I like it too, so I'm like,
I know, right? You kind of dive head first into it. So it just shows you the power of Shohei, which will be on full display over the weekend when the Dodgers and Cubs play their respective exhibition games over in Japan, and then they start the tango next Tuesday and Wednesday. Pitching matchups were officially set. It'll be Yamamoto and Shota in the opener on Tuesday, Roki and Justin Steele in Game 2. Are you fired up for the two-game set here, Plouffe, or are you upset that the season is actually starting in the Far East?
So personally, like, I don't know if I'm going to get up and necessarily watch all the games. I'll probably watch them later. So like, I am fired up. This is the reason I'm fired up, though. I'm fired up for the people in Japan because there are some absolutely passionate baseball fans out there. And I truly believe that one of the coolest things about baseball is the fact that we do draw athletes from all around the world. And, I think giving back to those places is the right thing to do. So even if Major League Baseball doesn't make a dime, which obviously this is a big business play for them. They want to showcase the sport. But even if they didn't make a dime, I think it's the right thing to do to go give those fan bases, Japan, I would love to see a game in Cuba. I'd love to see a game in Venezuela. I'd love to see a game in the DR. I want to reward those cultures for what they've given baseball. They've given so much to the game. I love the fact that I got to spend so much time around these guys from different cultures and learn, how they grew up and how they play the game. It's such like a beautiful part of the sport. It really does, like, it makes me emotional talking about it because I really do. I'm passionate about it. So I think that's why I'm excited about this series, is the fact that those fans in Japan are going to see some of their stars. Like they believe those are their players, man. And they're going to get to see them go up against the best in the world right in front of their eyes. I think it honestly is magical. And I think, again, I would love to see a game in Venezuela, in Cuba, and in the Dominican. Like, we saw what happened in Puerto Rico. I thought that was awesome. Like, let's keep the ball rolling here because the fans and the cultures, I think, deserve it, Chris.
By the way, tickets $2,000 for the game. Hey, did you see the one thing with Seiya where he was taking hacks with a samurai sword at the baseball?
Yes, I did. It scared the living hell out of me, Chris. Like, what if he like follows through a little bit too much there and slices his arm off or his neck off? Like, that thing's obviously very sharp.
Well, I don't know if in Japanese culture, do like kids grow up with swords, like samurai swords? Is that like
that wasn't? Here's my question: was that AI or something, or is this a real video? Because that was incredible what just happened.
That doesn't look AI.
It doesn't. I know, but dude, these days you got to be careful. That's
true.
Insane that he's able to do that.
I know. Like, he didn't just. It looked like he cut through every single one. Like, he was barreling up. I don't know if you can barrel up on a sword, but
he barreled up that sword. Yes, he did, Chris.
He did.
It scared me. I was like, dude, what if he just forgets that he has a sword? He's like, oh, it's a baseball bat, and he goes down and tries to hit the dirt off his spikes and cuts his foot off.
ドジャースの選手たちはオフの時間を使って日本ならではのエンタメを満喫しているようです。左腕のアンソニー・バンダ投手は東京六本木にある株式会社ポケモンを訪問。ドジャースの公式 X には大量のピカチュウのぬいぐるみと一緒に笑顔を見せるバンダの写真が投稿されました。バンダは最高の時間を過ごしています。子供の頃から大ファンだったので、まさに夢が叶った気分です。めちゃくちゃ興奮していますと、満面の笑みを浮かべていました。ジェームズ・アウトマン外野手は、浜離宮恩賜庭園を訪問。楽しかったよ。とても平穏で、すごく落ち着いた雰囲気だったと振り返ります。鴨場では、鷹を使った鴨狩猟について学び、歴史の授業を受けているみたいだった。その時代の人になったつもりで歩き回ったよ、と、驚きつつも楽しんでいたようです。街を歩いていると、何度も大谷翔平の広告を見かけたそうで、アメリカでも彼の広告はよく見るけど、ここはレベルが違うね。へえ、僕はあの男を知ってるよ。って感じで、面白かったよ、と笑っていました。新加入のタナー・スコット投手は、レジェンド左腕のクレイトン・カーショー投手らと一緒に、外国人観光客向けに相撲体験などを企画しているスモプロを訪問。スモプロでは元力士による相撲ショーが行われていて、スコットは回し姿のスタッフたちとの記念写真を投稿していました。そして、今月18日、19日には、ドジャースがカブスとの2連戦を迎えます。滞在期間は決して長くないですが、選手たちはこの短い時間の中で、日本という異文化を存分に楽しんでいるようですね。